Yeah. Alright, let's start this. Get the Minecraft thing going. Welcome to Shapier. So I've finished building it mostly. A couple spots that I need to work on. The WIT and the fighter guild, secret fighter guild area. Those two spots are left, and then once I'm done with that, then I'll finish off Rasier. So we're going to work on Shapier first. Yes, it's time to give a tour of Shapier. Let me switch user. Alright, let's get this started. So you can see right here, I have finished the roofs for all the buildings. Looking very good. Awesome. Love it. It's even more crazy when you're actually walking the streets, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for a little walk today. So you can see what it looks like. It looked pretty cool when I was doing it the other day. I decided just to walk the streets just to see what it looked like. And I was like, wow. I was having a hard time finding the money changer. I kept going this way to get to the money changer, and that's not a good way to go. So instead, I went this way. It's kind of cool because you got people just walking the streets, buying and selling stuff. Some people just stand around without doing a job like that. They love to stand under these little tent things. Imagining it's because they're trying to keep out of the hot sun and they're trying to keep cooled off, these villagers. That's my theory. So we go this way. Then you make a left and then left. And I believe you turn this way. I think. Ah, dang it. I think I went the wrong way. Shoot. Ah, dang it. I think it's this way. It's a maze. Let's go this way. Yeah, there's that dead end. This is the right way. Because it has a dead end before you go there. There it is. See, the money changer. Found it. That's a pain in the butt to get to. Like this three-dimensional area I'm walking through Shapier. It kind of gives me a feel of Eye of the Beholder somewhat when I look at it. If I do it as first person, it does. But it's more fun to do it in the third person because you can see the character moving around and stuff. Got my cool bee cape going on. Alright, so let's head off to the palace. I want to try to. I think it's better to go this way. So I don't get lost. Go this way. And then it has more lighting if it gets dark. And all the way to the end. There's a lot of walking. The desert's worse, trust me. There it is. This the palace. You see the entrance right there. And it's finished. Trust me, it wasn't easy. I didn't play the game and win the other game to figure it out. It just kind of came to me and got the pictures put together and all that. I kind of figured it out. But I will have to do the game probably for that guild. The wizard thing, I definitely had to do the game for the wizard portion of it. Because I got to make sure I do it in the right order. Maybe. I don't know. But the fighter part, I definitely would. Unless I can figure it out. I don't know. Because you got the chains you got to break free of and all that. And it's a little complicated. I remember it as just the order of things. That's the complication. Because if you're playing Quest Warrior 2, it's usually best, in my opinion, it's best to play the first one, so you can get some stats in the hundreds, so it's easier on the Quest Warrior 2. And it's just Quest Warrior 1 in the butt. For skill building, it takes a while. Alright, so let's get a tour. So, if I was to do this by foot, if I'm not going to use my magic rope to get to the top, I'd have to go this route. And here, the spot that you won't really see in the game, the actual computer game version, but you know, I had to use my imagination, put everything together by pictures. I had to look at all the different angles to figure out where all the buildings are, and yes, these buildings do kind of exist. The interior is where I had to use most of the imagination. We're gonna go to the harem building, where the women hang out. So there's the top. Normally you would use a magic rope in this spot right here. You use the magic rope, climb up. There's supposed to be a little scarf here, and then you would make a left and go to here, into this room. And this is where they would normally hang out. But this is the Shapier. That's in Rasier that you do that. Since they're identical, I made them the same setup. Rasier and Shapier, the palace will be the same. The difference would be the colors. I presume that Shapier's colors would not be exactly the same as Rasier. That's why I made that a golden color instead of purple and all that stuff. Rasier tends to have a lot of purple. So when you're going up to the wizard tower, there's two ways to go there. You go this way, and you use your rope, throw it across if you're the thief character, and then there you have it. But technically the angle is different, so it's more like this. You're coming up from this angle, you have the candles, and you have to knock the candles over. Like I said, that's in Rasier, not Shapier. Shapier, you don't have to deal with that. Shapier, you're not really doing any battles. And this floor in Rasier would be purple, while here I had made it blue. Because I figured Shapier, like I said, the colors would be different. We'll discuss that in the Rasier area first. But if you were in Rasier, though, you would have gone through the castle grounds, gone through that front door, and you would have gone this way into here, gone up to the balcony right here, jumped down, and did your little battle in the spot right here. Then you would have gone up the steps, opened the door, headed up these stairs to get up into the tower. Simple as that. So then the other one's the throne room. So then when you win the game, you go to the Sultan throne room, which is over here. Take a little walk. I know, I should have a weapon. There we go. Better. You go into the throne room, and here is where the Sultan would be at. Is in this room right here. Yeah. But it's just a throne that you can't really use. Yeah, I decided to just keep it purple. The throne itself, anyway. It's not a big deal. And then made these colors. Yeah. I think this looks great. This looks pretty good. There's that little balcony area. Sorry, my head's in the way. There's a balcony area that you don't go on. But I made it possible getting there if somebody wanted to do that. Or if I wanted it, whatever. Or a villager. You know, villagers like to wander sometimes. You get lost, confused, and then they make a new home. Alright. So that's enough of that. I already gave that tour. These buildings look great. The villagers are happier. They're not as homeless. At nighttime, they're all of them are sleeping at night. Instead of just wandering around like they were doing before. Major progress. The other thing I had made a change to was the roads. Originally I had a road over here where the road went all the way across and headed there. Since I had this palace here, I had to change that. So I made the road so it goes this way. The road from Spielburg and heads to the west instead, so as not to cut through the palace area. And it also makes it so the journey's even longer, which makes more sense. Because your characters in the game have to go through all these barrels and these long journeys to get places. And then you have to go this way. Yeah, I made a fork in the road. This road right here actually goes west. Since it's hard to get it from that one area because of the hill, tall hill. It goes west this way. Northeast. Yeah, I think that's north or whatever. I'll leave it. Whatever. It goes this way. Period. I think that's west or maybe it's east. I can't remember. I'd have to break my compass out. My compass. Let me get my compass. Alright. So I head this way, and this is Spielburg. So that road connects with Spielburg, so that way when the Shapier people are going on a journey to get to Spielburg, they'd have to take a long journey of a road to go there and then be attacked by brigands in the entrance. If they're going by like caravan or have a cart and a horse or whatever. But this is the path. So I set up this path. So I have this red cave, this red sand cave to represent the transition of the desert from the road. That way you can see it better. And then there's the desert. What a beautiful moon out tonight. I mean, it looks great. I love that little curvature in the moon. Looks beautiful. And then you have the desert on your way to the Shapier palace. So then you have to go this long route, this long journey down the desert. Very long journey. I'd imagine that if it was daytime, you definitely need to get a drink of water while running in this desert. Definitely. So, while going into the desert, to go onto the trip Rasier, let's visit Rasier, see what it looks like so far. But before I do that, definitely gonna need to go to the oasis over there. Looking pretty good. You know, when you're going through a very hot desert, you gotta get a drink of water down there. I mean, it's a kind of important thing. Yeah, there it is. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Definitely good stuff. Oh yeah, I need some of that water. Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna head to the desert. I mean, not desert. We're gonna head to the Rasier. We can get something going on here. See what it looks like. We have this tall building here. Open up the door. And here it is. Oh my god. It's not the greatest looking thing. Yeah, whatever. It's all good. So we got this. Here. I know it's not finished. It's still a work in progress. You head this way. There's the dead end. You can't really go there anywhere. And if you head this way, yeah, it's kind of dead ends here too. You go right though. Can't go left. It's boarded up, and you try to go north. That's kind of boarded up also. So, but I can explain why. And the well's dried up. You see, there's no water. The floors are cracked. It's kind of not looking good. This is why. You have all this desert area over here. I know it's not finished. I'm still working on it. But I wanted to focus more on Shapier before continuing on building the Rasier thing. Once the Shapier thing is completely finished, then I'll continue working on this. I might add a couple more buildings before that. Like these two buildings probably need to be built at least. Well, yeah, there's some villagers here for the moment. I say for the moment because I'm probably going to have some enemies here later on. And it might be barren wasteland. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. So let's check out the Blue Parrot Inn since that's done. This is the Blue Parrot. Looks kind of like the other inn, but it's a little bit rearrangement. You see that has a little bar thing here. Tables are in different position, and then you have some different color carpeting. It is different. It's different setup. Head upstairs. I have a hard time because I can't see anything because this thing's too dark. Oh, I made it this time. Got a couple beds in here. But this is a setup. It don't look as nice, and you got bars for the windows. Little brick walls, and yeah, it's not the greatest looking room. I know. Don't look as good as the other one. Let's check out the other end so you can see the difference. So you can visually see why it's different. People wandering the desert for some reason. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. So, see the difference? It's purple, got nice mats, places for people to sit, more room, and you head upstairs, and you see this looks very nice and fancy and glorious, and got glass windows, and total difference. More lighting in here. It's a lot, well, during the daytime anyway. It's a lot different. Blue, like the Blue Parrot Inn seems darker and not as exciting to stay at. Nice, you see this looks very nice looking, the plaza. While in Rasier, the plazas look cracked and beat up and dried up well, and it looks like a place where a person would not want to stay unless they're kind of moody and they just want to be in a dark place in their life. But this is more vibrant, and you have people hanging out in the plaza and stuff like that. On there, Rasier, people are avoiding the plaza. just doing whatever, and they have jobs. While Rasier has people, there's a lot of jobless people. Some of them homeless. See a big difference. Totally different lifestyle. Just by the setup, you can see that the villagers or townspeople are living different lives. And these are just animated characters, and they're still living different lives based on how things are being set up. This is more lively. They're more lively, and they socialize and everything. Whereas here, they don't. It's like empty, at least so far anyway. Pretty soon, it's gonna be a little more populated, but it might be scary and then become less populated again. I don't know. Alright, so that's that. So once I'm done with this, just give a sneak peek of after Shapier later on. You head this direction, and then we'll have Silmaria is probably going to be somewhere to that direction. It's supposed to be a couple areas over here that are not Silmaria. And then Mordavia. Well, technically, East Fricana is supposed to be down there to the south of Rasier. And then Mordavia is supposed to be this direction. So once I'm done with this Rasier Shapier thing, I'll probably do. I don't want to do. I want to save East Fricana for last. Sumaria, I would prefer to have for last. I would like to do the Mordavia thing next, to be frankly honest, because I want to focus on the smaller stuff first. But then I have to build certain certain towns before I can reach Mordavia, because there's been a couple towns before that. That's the only thing. I could build the two provinces that are north of Silmaria. I could build those first. That would be okay because they're not as big. But I don't know. I'll have to see how this works out first. I might just build bits and pieces of other areas. But I would like to do Mordavia next. I think that's going to be next on my list of things to do, which would be this direction. Maybe that way. All right. But this first. Once we're done with Shapier, then you can see Rasier. I think Rasier is going to be on the next video. I'm pretty sure Shapier will be wrapped up, and then you can start seeing somewhat Rasier being built on the next video. All right. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click the like button down below. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel, DMJack92 Gaming, to enjoy more videos from me. I hope to see you guys on the next video. See you guys later. I don't know what that wizard's doing. It's a beautiful day for walking in Shapier. Time for some action. Oh, that's good. Didn't freeze.